Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It is Friday. Absolutely. So come on in. Let me go see if I can grab some people in here. So when you come in, do some sharing. Let everybody know that we're on. I would sing to you, but I can't sing. So just come on in and start chatting. Kathy Hand, there you are. Help me share. Share. Okay, I think I got it shared. I didn't put any private messages out. I usually do that to a couple of people who don't get the notifications from Facebook. But let's see. Thank you for sharing. I see people starting to come in now. Okay, Suzanne, good morning. Thank you for being here, and thank you for calling in our pair of jeans, and Sally and Ricky. Good morning, Isabel, and there's Rick and Josie. Good morning, Deirdre. Happy Friday, Julie Kiss. Yes, let's get Julie in here for sure. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Thank you all for sharing it and for giving a shout out to people to get them in. So first, touch the heart center and then slow down the breathing. And add in the love. That's the ingredients. It's so simple. It's 3 very simple steps to do this heart-brain connection. Touch your heart center, slow down the breath, and add in the love. And boy, do we have love. We're going to share this morning. We're going to share what's going on. It's Friday, so give me a yay. Let me put that up here. Give me something, even one thing that you are grateful for. You can give more than that. You know, when we find one thing to be grateful for, there's usually so much more that pops into our minds. Auntie Jean is here. Good morning. All right, so let's see what the angels had to say last night. And it was called Touching a Hot Stove. The angels are a little bit funny sometimes. Oh, you're grateful for your internet. I love that, Deirdre. I am too. It's been wonderful to be in a steady place where I don't have to worry about it. I've got Wi-Fi going on all the time. So that's something I am grateful for. And I'm just praying that as I set out tomorrow on the road, that I'll be able to find a place that I'll be able to connect wherever I'm at. All right, touching a hot stove. There will come a time when you believe everything is finished. That will be the beginning. We don't know who said that, but those are some wise words. I sat in meditation today, led by an amazing woman. Her words were deep and insightful, and as I took on the message that was being given, I understood more fully about the oneness, about forgiveness, about peace. I came to an understanding about our freedom to choose and how it is a crucial aspect of our human experience. While angels can offer us guidance and support during times of transition, they do not interfere with our free will. We are free to make our own choices and decisions, and the angels respect and honor our choices. I know there are many who hold a different belief than mine, and I am perfectly okay with that. We each have to be comfortable with what our beliefs are, as whatever we believe is our truth. We do make choices every minute of every day of our lives, and we live with the consequences of those choices. The last I heard, I can still choose between a hamburger or a salad, and there is no one standing by to snatch the, quote, wrong choice out of my hands. I am aware, however, that if I consume that hamburger, I may have consequences later on if my body has a hard time digesting it. Angels can offer us insights and guidance, but ultimately, it is up to us to decide how we want to move forward. We can choose to follow our intuition and our inner guidance, or we can choose to ignore it. It's important to remember that we are the ones who must take responsibility for our own lives and decisions, even with the assistance of angels. Dear angels, I honor your guidance and support as I walk through the fires of this lifetime. I know I'm not alone, as I sometimes face difficulty with being willing to let go of old patterns and beliefs. Many of us who examine our beliefs struggle with letting go, even though those beliefs may no longer serve us. Being open to new possibilities and ways of being, even if they are unfamiliar or uncomfortable, leads to more growth of our soul as part of the oneness. Dear ones, it can be easy to become stuck in fear or negativity when you become confused and wander out of your heart center. Calling on the guidance of angels and spirit guides, you can find hope, peace, and calmness, even in the midst of difficulty. No angel or guide is going to bully or force you to make a decision in a certain way. Our guidance is always offered with love and compassion, and our messages are meant to support and guide, not to control. We do not judge or criticize you for your choices, but instead, we offer insights and guidance that can help you to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. By honoring your inner strength and intuition, you will be able to navigate even the most difficult times in your lives. Remember that the stove you keep coming back to touch is not going to change for you, and no one, not even your guardian angel, is going to interfere with your decision. You have to decide for yourself whether to keep putting your hand on it or if it's time to move away from it. Dear angels, thank you. I promise to look closer at the decisions I make with my free will. Yes, I am a believer in free will. I believe that like I said, if I choose to eat something that I know is going to upset my stomach, or that I know I'm not going to be happy about later because of what it is, I've cut out a few things in my diet, and dairy is one of those things, but boy, do I like ice cream. So if I choose to have the ice cream, I'm going to pay the consequences of that because my body doesn't handle ice cream and dairy very well. So I still have the choice. I can still do it, but I'm going to pay for it in what's going to happen when it comes time for my body to do something with it. And I can't blame anybody but myself for making that decision. So I'd love to hear some of your ideas. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on free will and the fact that we do have it. Or maybe you think we don't. Maybe you think that everything we do is predestined and that we really don't have any say in what we're going to do. I cannot ascribe to that way of thinking, but if that's how other people think, then that's how they think. And like I said, if that's your belief, then that's your truth, and it's true for you. So I just love to hear what you have to say, and I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say. And I see a blue jean. Good morning. And thank you all for calling people in. I see that we do have a few that have wandered in here, and thank you for coming in. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about this. And keep giving me your yay. What is your yay? There's got to be something that you go, yes. And tell us if you want. Put in the comments, what is that thing that's making you jump for joy today? Good morning, Charlie Coons. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has for us today. Come on. You're hiding. There you are. All right. Grace carries you home. At the end of your efforts, when your resources are exhausted and you are without further recourse, I am there for you with loving, wild grace to carry you home. So at the end of the day, when we've made our choices, because we have 24 hours in a day, we have that much opportunity to decide things, to change a belief, or maybe decide, yeah, I do still believe that. But at the end of the day, when you shut down and you say, okay, I'm going to close my eyes for some rest now, how does it sit with you, those thoughts, those decisions that you've made? Because really, you're the one in control. And if you're making a choice that you put some thought into, and you say, yeah, that's it. That's the way I feel. That's the way I believe. I'm sticking to my guns. Or maybe you've gone a little off the path and you say, no, I want to go try this. How does it feel? And do you ever just lay there before you go to sleep and just think back on your day? It's a really good thing to do, to reflect back on the day that you just had and just see how things fell into place or didn't. See what happened during your day, and are you okay with the choices that you made? Blue said, I don't think that free will applies to 3D things. For example, the limitations of your vessel. I think free will applies to the will to carry you to ascend and your choices on to do so. Okay. Is a hamburger 3D? I see what you're saying, Blue. So thank you for sharing your belief with us. And Charlie is thanking my father for the gifts he has given me. Absolutely. Good morning, Mama Hada Bear. Thank you for being here. All right, I want some more yays. We want happy, happy, joy, joy this morning. So please share. Sharing is caring. So let's do that yay thing. And whatever your belief is, it's your belief. And don't let anybody change your mind or try to sway you from your way of thinking, because each of us has to come to our own terms with what we believe and with how we're living our life. And is it in alignment with our higher self? So, all right, come on. I know you got a yay in you. Come on, you peoples out there. My yay is that I have another day to spend with Sharon. I've been with the amazing Sharon Ria for a little bit, and now it's time to move on. And I'll be hitting the road tomorrow morning, heading toward Colorado. I'll be spending the night in New Mexico, so I'm looking forward to that. Suzanne, I am grateful for being alive and always having hope. Amen, sister. Never give up that hope. Isabel, it's a great day to enjoy life. It is. It's a great day to have that great day. I wanted to write that up on the ceiling wherever I'm at. My hosts may not be happy with me if I did that, but but I have these visions of waking up, opening my eyes and looking up and just seeing those words. So I have to visualize them. I have to know that they are written there, because that's my desire, is to be able to see that first thing in the morning. It's a great day to have a great day. Oksana, good morning to you. In free will lies our creative power, and it's up to us to discern the best way to use it. And the universe always shows us the way for love, joy, appreciation. I surrender to the moment. Thank you for being here, Oksana. I so love that. And Deirdre is grateful that I always took that leap of faith, even in the darkest times. Kathleen, good morning. Kathleen says, yay, I'm awake. The sun is out and I'm with the peas. Thank you for being here with the peas. And Kathy says, my yay was a visit from a male and female cardinal, letting me know my parents are with me. Absolutely. And what a great messenger, those cardinals, because they're so beautiful. I'm so glad you had that happen, Kathy. Auntie Jean says, yay for all the peas who share the link for Morning Cuppa. That's a big yay. Thank you, Jean. And Ricky and Josie, I'm slowly but surely healing my body. That's you, Ricky. How would I know? But I'm so happy to hear those words from you. All right, so Blue says, the choice to choose in each decision is a step to ascend. How we work within our limited body and honor that as a spirit, we grow through the seasons and ascend. I'm tired today. Overcast and rain again. Headed out to see Dolly. That's always a yay. It's a yay for us too, Blue, because we know when you go. We feel it. Our spirits are so connected, and we know that you're there being of service, helping Dolly to understand that she is loved, and all of our love goes with you as you go visit her. Okay, so yes, yay for Dolly. I love that. So let's see, what other yays do I have? Oh, there's so much. I was able to help out a retired firefighter just recently. Inadvertently, I didn't know that I was, but I had given something away. I've been downsizing again, and I had put in the app, the Nextdoor app, something that I felt had served its purpose, and it was time to release it. And I met the most wonderful young man. You know, spirit always goes ahead of us and already knows who's going to connect with us. And this young man came, and Sharon and I stood and talked to him outside. And what a blessing. He was telling us that his mom was into angels. We had a great discussion about the angels, about land blessings, and the fact that we're going to do one right here in Scottsdale next year. And he was so impressed, and we were impressed with him. He was probably, I don't even think he was 30. He was very young and just had a beautiful spirit about him. So that's one of my yays, is being able to connect with someone different, somebody that I hadn't met before, but that together we were doing a service for somebody who had been of service his whole life, working with the fire department. Let's see. All right, I don't see any more yays at the moment, so let's switch over to doing our prayer requests. And I have one of those too. So not only am I asking for travel prayers, but I don't know what I did, but I pulled, excuse me, I pulled a muscle in my neck, and it's very uncomfortable. So I'm asking for all of you that can send healing my way to please do so. I feel like I need a Reiki treatment and get that worked out because it's so uncomfortable. I've been using heat on it as well as another product like BioFreeze to help get the muscle to loosen up. But so far, it's very tight. And I could use that bit of healing that you all know how to do so well. And we heal through love. So thank you in advance to those of you who might take a moment out of your day and just send some loving thoughts to my neck. Yeah, it feels like a pinched nerve or a muscle. It's just very, very sore and tight. And yesterday I couldn't even move my head. I can move it a little more today, but that's about the extent of how far I can move it before I have excruciating pain. So yeah, Annie, that's it. So if you all could just focus some energy that way, I would really appreciate it. And Kathleen is asking for prayers for Pastor John David, who was just diagnosed with cancer. We certainly will. And thank you, Suzanne. I will take all of that energy healing I can get. So I really appreciate those of you who can do that and will do that. And Deirdre, prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. Thank you, Deirdre. All right, so let's, Ricky, traveling prayers for you and prayers to ease your pain. Thank you. Thank you. You all know I really do not like to take pain medicine or any kind of medicine. I take nothing. So anything that I do put in my body, it really exaggerates and blows up the effects of it, and usually puts me under the table. So I don't do any kind of pain medicine, but I will do the healing. So thank you for that. So let's do the tiny book before we go into our prayers. Oh, thank you, Annie. Seeing it unravel and green healing energy going to my neck. Thank you. I see it healed. I do. I see it healed. And there is a beautiful meditation that I do that's based on Neville Goddard. And it's quantum leaping into where you're in perfect health, where everything that seems to be not working is working perfectly. So I will continue to do that after we get off the show this morning. I will put that meditation on and get this completely healed. We are going to a salt cave this afternoon, and I know that's going to help a lot as well. It'll help with my sinuses and my allergies, which I feel a sneeze coming on. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate your healing prayers and your energy. And Kathleen says, we'll definitely be working on that, Teri. Those things are so painful. Not sure if Zoom changes the direction when you look at someone. Is it on my left side? It was definitely my left side all day yesterday. I kept some heat on it. And you know how energy moves. So especially with quantum touch, which is what I do on myself. And now it's moved to the shoulder blade on the right. So it's not the neck on the right, it's more in the shoulder where it's trying to exit out the body. But the left side is the one that's definitely not behaving itself. And Annie, you picked up the left side. Thank you. And it will be inflamed a few more days and the tension's going down if swollen and twisted. Yeah, I'm going to see it healed. I'm going to feel it real, know it real, that this is a no thing for me anymore. Oksana says, please use Soar No More essential oil for your neck and buy a heating pad. I have a heating pad. I've been using that on it, Annie, or Oksana, and affirm, wow, it's already healing. My body is restoring. I do that. I do all the self-healing techniques like I teach all of you. This is a stubborn one, so it's a doozy. It's already healed, no delays. I know. I'm claiming it, Kathleen. Thank you for that. All right, so the tiny book of angel messages. Let's see what we got today. Somebody send me a number. If I don't get a number soon, I'm going to just pick one. 19. Thank you, Isabel. Let's go to page 19. I have two messages on page 19. Maybe we need both of them. So I'll start with the first one. When you step away from the energy of the crowd and stand in your divine authority, you are creating a wave of love going forward into the collective conscious. Be a strong tidal wave and connect in with like-minded souls to be a force for love in the world. I love that. That's what we are as the P's for peace. We are a force for love. Do you like that? I love that term. So let's claim that as our own. This whole family of love. We are a force to be reckoned with in the world because we have so much love going out from us. And then the second message says, once you start practicing loving all and not selecting who to shower love on, you will understand the Master's teachings of compassionate listening and loving speech. Perhaps the ones you judge to be uncaring or cynical carry a burden inside that you know nothing about. Your compassion may be the missing link in their life. I've said this so many times, and I know I've shared this story before, but I'll share it again because I think there's somebody that needs to hear it today. We have choices, like I was saying earlier, every moment of every day that we're alive, that we're able to think. We make decisions and we make choices. We make choices of how we feel when we get up in the morning. Do I feel happy? Do I feel grumpy? Am I going to convey myself as happy or grumpy? We make those choices. So one of my dear, dear friends shared a story with me one day, and it has stuck with me. She shared it, oh my gosh, maybe 30 years ago or more, maybe 35 years or 40 years ago. And it made such an impression on me that I use it when I speak to people about how our energy affects others. So she was in high school, and her high school had an upstairs, downstairs, like most do. And she was coming downstairs one morning, and she's a bubbly person. She doesn't know a stranger. She says hello to everybody. And she said hello to a classmate, and she smiled at him. And then she went on about her day, didn't give it another thought. And then years later, they had a class reunion. So she's at the reunion and she's mingling, and this guy comes up to her and he says, I know you don't remember me, and I know you don't remember what you did, but you saved my life. And so she was puzzled, and she goes, what are you talking about? And he said, that morning when you came downstairs and you looked me in the eye, you saw me, and you smiled and said good morning to me. And he said, that day was supposed to be the last day of my life. That day I had chosen to end my life because I wasn't seen, I wasn't heard, I was bullied. I just didn't want to go through any of that anymore. And he had made the decision that morning when he woke up that that was going to be his last day. And she turned that around by seeing him, by acknowledging him, a perfect stranger, somebody that she didn't normally talk to or know anything about, but with her kindness. And it's free. A smile is free. It doesn't cost us anything. Being warm and friendly doesn't cost us anything. But boy, it has the potential of saving lives. Do you see what a difference it makes with our attitude, with how we make our choices, our decisions? It was a conscious choice that she made to speak to him, to smile at him. She could have just walked on by like all the others that didn't see him. That could have been her choice, but something inside of her made her smile, and something inside of her chose at that moment to say hello. And I know that the angels are always trying to get us to pay attention and to see what's there in front of us. We don't always see it. We miss signs, and that's okay. But when we do see it and we hear that nudge or feel the nudge and we follow through on what we know inside of us to be something big, something that we can do with ease and grace, just to smile at a stranger. They're only a stranger as long as you want them to be. The smile and the warm hello may make a new friend for you. So I wanted to share that with you because I think it really drives home the point that everything we do, every decision we make makes a difference. You might not think it's big. You might not think that person you see in the grocery store that you make eye contact with and say hello or how are you, or you just smile at them. You might not think that's a big deal. It may be the only smile they see today. So look in people's eyes. Don't just ignore them. And if there's somebody that you are hurrying to go past, like a homeless person, I invite you to think about that and just make eye contact. Say hello. They're a person just like we are. So I'm off my soapbox. We have some prayer requests and my neck's starting to feel better and looser. So thank you to those who are sending the healing to me. And let's go into our prayers. We connect with the breath. So as you take that wonderful breath in, filling your lungs completely, just see how that feels. Just do this with me. It only takes a minute. And it may be exactly what you need today is to take that breather, to breathe in. So connect into your heart center with your breathing. Breathe in the love. And breathe out the love. And now do it again. Fill your lungs completely. So let's really breathe it in. When you think that you've taken all of it in that you can, just breathe in again. And hold it. Hold that energy inside of you, that life force. Now slowly release it. Let it all out. Empty the lungs completely. And wait a minute before you take it back in. Just feel that energy of letting go. Now slowly fill your lungs again and let's continue that process. Breathing in love, filling up completely, holding it when you do so, and just say a little affirmation as you fill up your lungs. I am loved. I am enough. I am worthy to be seen and heard and loved. Now breathe that out. As you breathe out your breath, just let go of anything that's telling you a lie, anything that's telling a story. Just let it go. Maybe there's a belief in there, a belief that you're not worthy, a belief that you're unlovable. That's not true. We are all deserving of love. So take in the love today. Take in the healing energy that comes to you from Source, God, Creator, however you choose to address that highest power, that highest being. So for all of us that are experiencing some kind of twinge of uncomfortable today, let's breathe that in right where it's at. And let's say those words, I am healed. Whatever was out of sorts, whatever was not showing up in a good way for me, I release it with love. So go ahead and release that energy from the physical, from the emotional, maybe from the mental or the spiritual. If there's something that's on your mind that's heavy, just breathe energy right into it and say, I release. I let it go with love. I send it from my body to be transmuted to positive energy. So this feeling, this tightness, I'm releasing to be transmuted. And I'm taking my power back and saying, you're not welcome here, pain. You're very foreign to this body. And I release you with love. And now, let's do the gratitude that goes along with that. I'm so grateful for my body. I'm so grateful for feeling good. I'm so grateful for each breath I take. So find your gratitude inside of you. It may be one of those that was expressed, or maybe you have your own. I'm grateful for another day alive, another opportunity to share love, another opportunity to serve on this planet. And then release. Now let's breathe in one more time. This time, we are going to focus our energy on each other. So all that are gathered here, just breathe it in. And we have magic words that we say here. Those magic words we say every day. And I'm going to put them up on the screen for us all to say on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for sharing love with each other. And Christina, thank you. I do feel better already. I really do. I'm not just saying that. Anytime the healing starts to come through, whether it's Reiki, quantum touch, theta, whatever it might be, it starts to work immediately. So thank you. And Julie, you're opening Camp Kiss today. Yay. And Annie Banani, I hope you have a wonderful day at school. Thank you, Julie. Love and light to all. Good morning, Pete Pablo. Welcome from YouTube. And here's our Ricky and Josie with a thank you, I love you. These are magic words. Take these words in and just see how it feels inside of you to receive. Right now, you're just receiving. Thank you, I love you. Thank you, Isabel, for your prayers. Deirdre, thank you, I love you. Auntie Jean, I love this. I love you all, a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. Thank you, Jean. Suzanne, thank you, I love you. From darling Christina, I love you. Isabel, thank you, I love you. Marietta's checking in. We were in meetings all week. We are now on our way again. We are in the Chesapeake Bay, heading north. Lots of huge ships around Norfolk. Good weather predicted for us for the next few days. Everything is working perfectly. I'm so glad, Marietta. I know there's some storms coming in some part of the United States. I'm not quite sure what that looks like, but I know you're keeping an eye on the weather, and we're all sending angels to surround you out there on the water. So thank you for coming in and checking in this morning. Suzanne, thank you. I love you. And you're so welcome. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. And here's our Hope and Zena. Thank you. I love you. And Kathleen, your mom, your grandmother used to sing that song. I love you, a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. Something for you to keep in your mind today. Andrea Gregg, thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for sharing your energy. And my challenge for you, thank you, to find the gratitude. That's the challenge. Find gratitude today. Find your yay and go out and smile at somebody. Maybe it's the person you live with, or persons if there's more than one. Maybe it's your neighbor, or maybe it's that person at the grocery store, or the person walking down the street. Just put that smile on. You never know what a difference it might make. I love you. I will see you all later. Namaste, y'all.